what we found is asset management is a very overgeneralized term in the industry. The work we've done with clients, we've seen that they've worked very hard to collect information. They would collect inventory of asset information. They might use that a little bit to calculate metrics or KPIs. And they really, I think, do the best that they can with that to keep their system up and running. In doing that, we found that there's so much time looking through data and managing this information that they typically only are able to perform actions such as a replacement, just keep the system going. And we found that their replacements, typically they'll maintain their system to a fairly good level of design and level of robustness, which is consistent across an organization. How we want to differentiate that from asset investment planning is asset investment planning really is leveraging that data. It's good to have a lot of data and information, but you don't want to be spending your time analyzing that again and again, but really taking it to the next level of business intelligence. And when maintaining a system or growing a system, not always having to have the same level of design across the system, but to be more efficient as far as investing in the right places. Some areas might need much more design or much more investment based on its section of the system and its criticality. Whereas others maybe can slide a little. There's certainly a minimum acceptable level of performance, but certainly allowing a little bit of an imbalance between where those investment funds go. Also for asset investment planning, it's really making those investments that are linked with corporate goals. We see a real gap where within the asset management world, there's a lot of data, but not really seeing how that data is linked to corporate initiatives, corporate goals to improve reliability, improve safety, mitigate environmental footprint, improve shareholder return. Well, how does a project initiator, how does an engineer use that data to reach those goals? And there is a very real gap there just based on strictly asset management. Asset investment planning successfully closes that gap to identify which projects will actually impact those different goals and actually how well will it reach that goal. You don't want to undershoot, you don't want to overshoot. We also don't want to say you have to be perfect, but you want to get close to what those goals are at the time. Also with asset investment planning, we need to do much more with much less. Even before the economic crisis in recent years, there's always a time of needing to do more with less. And really, what asset management we found is not able to do is really to optimize the allocation and deployment of resources. We have so much time, we have so much money, and we have so much workforce. But how do we allocate them best, again, to reach corporate goals? And we certainly see and believe at a C-level organization and also a project initiator, project engineer level that they want to do the best they can to link that deployment with projects, but asset management, we found, doesn't close that gap very well. But with asset investment planning, by using the existing data, the large amount of data, and to add business logic on that and link that to corporate goals, we can successfully close that gap.